what your ethical convictions? I mean, it seems very important, at least the people I work with. It's very important that they be correctly aligned ethically with what they do, kind of feeling that their values are not being disrespected or violated in some way. Do you have a similar experience with your work, with your trainings, people, that kind of people seeking to be kind of in agreement with what they do?
Yeah, I think increasingly so.
Yeah.
Increasingly so. And part of this is people want more meaningful work. They want to feel that their life has meaning. I think I always remind people that, and I'm surprised that people aren't aware of it, that, basically the majority of your waking hours in the day and the majority of your living adult years, you will be at work, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're asleep, right? You'll
Right.
be at work, right? So that's sort of your life, right? So let's make sure that we do that part really well, that it's not sort of that we try to have the good life outside of the times that we're working. What I've found, when I've worked with companies and senior leaders in Brazil, I've got the sense that people are a little better at that than we are in Europe and North America. That's my sense. But probably something we still all need to work on. But I do see that people, especially this younger generation that are entering the workforce, they want work that is meaningful. And I think that's very sensible because it is our lives, right? And I think there's a natural human desire to have meaning and purpose and be aligned with our values. And I mean, some of the sort of neuroscience looking at what makes human beings happy, is that we need to have our basic material needs fulfilled, that we have food to eat and physical safety and, in today's reality that we can pay our bills and not stress about it, that sort of thing. We need to have good human connections. And then the third is that we need to have meaning and purpose, that there's something that makes it all worthwhile. And that usually comes from, our value system, which most of us haven't really examined so much. What do we really value? So I do see people wanting that more. And I think it's a very good sign that we should prioritize that much more. And indeed, back to the AI question, I think it's more important now than ever that as human beings, we're really clear what our values are. Now that we've developed this this technology that will be, smarter than us and, possibly take over in many ways. It's really important as that develops. And I think this is what people are starting to say more loudly now. What are our values as humanity? And are we developing AI with those human values in mind as well? Particularly that, we develop AI that isn't a threat to us, for example.